that long, you know. Ivern, thank you for the super chat. High school was hell for me. Was bullied, the bullied nerd. But anyways, 1010 will acknowledge Tempus when I finish this research paper. I mean, yeah, I was bullied in primary school, so I understand you. I was the bullied one as well. But you know, people who bullies other people are people like who can only get happy off of bullying other people. So they're like pretty big losers. I'm not even lying. So, you know, I know that a lot of people have hard time, but if you look at it in the long run, you're gonna feel much better. So don't worry. Don't worry. See, now you found the Tempus boys. That's great, right? Fuck the bullies, dude. The Tempus boys are gonna shit on them, bro. What are they gonna do, huh? They're gonna be like, oh, it's Tempus dudes. I'm just a little guy. Come on. Bro, but honestly, like, bullies have their own insecurities, which is why they put their own insecurities on other people so they can feel better about themselves. That's what bullies are. I'm not even capping or kidding. If you get bullied by someone, that means you have something that the other person doesn't. That's why they fucking bully you. So you should feel proud, you know? Don't feel bad about it. Feel good. Feel good that these fucking losers have to, like, bully you. Just pity them, you know? Fucking pity them that they have to do shit like that. I'm pitying you, my year 6 teacher. I'm fucking pitying you right now. Bet you don't fucking remember me. Yeah, that's fucking right. I remember you. What do you fucking do for a living, huh? Fucking bully little kids. Guess what I fucking do for a living? I give dream to other people. That's fucking right. Yeah, if I get bonked for this, I'll take it. I'll straight up take it. But hey, don't feel bad, you know? Feel good about life. Always look forward. Always be positive, you know? That's the best way to live life. Sometimes it's important to feel bad, though. Not always. But sometimes. Tsugi Koichinose, thank you for the super chat. I fell asleep to your voice and woke back up to hear you cursing your teachers. You're the best. You tell them some teachers shouldn't be teachers. I mean, yeah, there are bad teachers, but then there are good teachers as well. I had a really nice teacher when I was in year 12 in high school. She was the kindest teacher that I've had. She was a very nice teacher. So, in Northern Elysium, I don't know, I think I've talked about this, but, like, oh god, my voice. So, it was like, how should I explain it? So in Northern Elysium, we have, like, examinations to get into uni and stuff, right? That we have to do. And I completely fucked it up, but, well, that was the end result, but, let's just say in year 12, I was a pretty bad boy, and I didn't study at all, and I would skip classes, and I would come to school late, and all of that stuff, right? I was just very, you know... And there are many reasons. I had a lot of, like, arguments with my, like, parents back then. A lot of things. Like, I just never liked studying, and I just never liked being really shackled up, being told to do stuff. But... So, like, in year 12, like, our teacher... Well, our class... Well, my class was a bunch of drop kicks. Oh, sorry, can I just go get water? My throat is... Okay, I'm back. I'm actually back. Okay, there we go. What did I talk up to? Okay, so my teacher... So, my class was full of, like, drop kick, like, bunch of bad kids who weren't good at studying and who a lot of people look down to, right? Because we were the dumb ones, all the smart kids would be like, these fucking dumbasses, they have no future, this, that, and they would look down to us a lot. But what they didn't know was that a lot of us, we just had a hard time, you know? Like, we just were mistreated in some areas, and we just didn't feel so good, and, you know, that does spiral down to, like, for kids and, you know, students, it does spiral down to them not being able to give their performance, and they just give up, you know? A lot of us were like that. A lot of my classmates, they were like, you know, they just gave up. They have given up. So, but then our teacher was like, because it was an all boys class, right? We had no girls in the class, but we had a female teacher, and she was like the nicest. She was like an angel. She was like the nicest person. She was like, "You guys got this. Don't worry." Like, And at first, we would just ignore her, you know? Like, we would just be like, oh, it's just what the teacher says. Like, we can't trust her. Like, it's just what old teacher says. But then, every time after each lesson, she would message us on, like, this student-teacher platform thingy that we had. And she would be like, boys, are you guys alright? Like, is there anything that I can help you out? Like, even out of school hours when she's not getting paid for it. And that's when the boys started opening up a bit to her. Like, each lesson, when we had something we don't understand, we'll just be like, miss, like, could you teach us how to do this? Like, what does this mean? And she would be like, oh, thank you for asking. I'm actually so glad you guys are asking. And then she will sit down with us even after school hours, or even it's lunchtime and stuff, just to help us out with our questions and stuff. She was like the nicest person that I've actually met in my whole, like, out of every single teacher that I've met, she's probably the nicest teacher that I've met. And she's so nice. Like, I can't even get over how nice she is. So if she ever sees this, like, I just want to tell her that, hey, like, I made it to Holostars. So, you know, like, the reason why I'm happy is, like, partially because of her as well. Like, she's a really, really great teacher. And man, I can't say anything other than she's a great teacher, because she really is, like, the best teacher that I've had. But so let's just say that we were all dumb, but she would give us everything to try, like, get us to learn about stuff. Man, what else? Like, so she would sit down with us even after school hours, even during lunch. When she's not getting paid, she'll still do it for us. If we asked her, like, we don't understand this, could you teach us next lesson? She would bring in, like, a whole, like, thing of stuff that she, like, prepared for us over the day, and she would show it to us, and she would explain to us. She was just the best teacher, right? And at the very start, we was very, like, bad and doubtful about even ourselves, but then we started being, like, positive about ourselves. Like, we could do better. We can actually get good results. She was an English teacher, by the way, because we have different teachers for different subjects. She was our English teacher. But, like, she was like, because my strength when it comes, when like, in English, my strength, you guys might find it funny because I don't like reading, but I'm very good at short stories, like 3 pages short stories. Because of my Chunibyo ass, I can come up with the best stories that you would imagine. And I was really good at it. For my final exam, let's just say I got 15 out of 15 for my short story. And that's pretty good. That's, like, actually really good. But I got full marks for my short story for my actual exam. But I'm not good with, you know, other stuff, you know, like, I'm just not good with, like, the, what do you call it? You know, like, how you have to read some text and then you have to, like, explain about what the author wants to talk about. Or, like, I don't fucking know. If the author says the curtains are blue, the curtains are blue. It doesn't mean, like, the blue curtains explains the waviness of the character that doesn't know how to make a decision in life. Like, fuck off, dude. The curtains are just blue, man. You know, like, is that stuff I was bad with. But she would, like, teach me about it, right? So, like, we were very happy that we could, you know, like, we were seeing results and we were improving. That made us feel better about everything, right? But then this one little fucker from another class, dude, he was like, Miss, why do you even try so hard for these fucking idiots? Like, they're not gonna get anywhere in life anyways. I'm like, they're so dumb, dude. Like, you're just wasting your time, miss. It's like, why? And then she came to one of the classes crying. Like, she was crying, literally. And we're like, what happened, miss? You good? And then she was like, boys, I know you, like, if she was crying and she was literally telling us, like, you boys, don't let anyone doubt you guys. Like, you guys are gonna be great. And she's crying. And then we're like, what happened? And then she's like, oh no, I won't tell you guys what happened, but this happened. But we figured it out eventually, right? And when we figured it out, all of us busted into that it's like, it's such a fucking delinquent thing to do, but we literally went to bust into that class, like, hey yo, who the fuck was talking shit about a teacher? And the teacher's like, boys, please get out of my class. It's like, you're disrupting the class. And we were like, we don't give a shit. Like, until we get an apology, we ain't fucking leaving, right? So we literally yanked him out of class. We got in trouble for it later, like a lot of trouble. But we got him to apologize to Miss, so that's all matters, you know? That's all it matters. I'm fucking... I don't like it when people disrespect people that I look up to. If people disrespect the people that I look up to, I will fucking shit on them. I will shit on them. I hate people like that, so... yeah. And then... so... you know, we were just... like, we had a lot of faith and trust in our own teachers since then, and then we were, like, very good. Like, I think I mentioned about when I once, like, brought in, like, a cup of, like, instant noodle to class, and she was like, that smells nice, Axel. And I was like, yeah, this is really nice. Do you want to try it too? And then I was like, I brought her, like, cup noodles as well, and we were just all eating as a class. That's the kind of stuff we used to do, you know? Just a bunch of Yankee guys sitting down in the class, and the teacher is like... the teacher's like, hey, I'll have food with you guys, and we're just all eating and studying together. Like, she's that type of teacher. Yeah, she's that really nice teacher, so... and then at the end of the year, right? She was like, boys, I have a surprise, like, I need to tell you guys. And then we were like, oh, like, what's good? It's like, what happened, miss? And it's like, please take a guess. And we were just sitting there not knowing. And then one of the guys were like, oh, miss, are you, like, pregnant or something? And then she's like, yes, I'm pregnant. And then, like, we were also happy for her, right? We were like, hey, congratulations, miss. And we were like, we're so happy and shit. We were just... but then we noticed, like, wait a minute, that means that, miss, you're not going to be here for, like, the last 2 months before the exam. And she's like, yeah, unfortunately, I can't come to class for the last 2 months before your exams. And we're like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Like, hey, yo, that's kind of messed up. But then, in the end, even she couldn't come to class. Even we had a sub teacher, she was still online helping us with everything. So, and you know what we did? Like, so when she gave birth to the baby, right? As a congratulation gift, like, the boys, the other boys and I, we all chipped in some money to get, like, a shirt for her and her baby with a photo of us and her, you know, as a group. It's one of the best stories I have from high school, definitely. We all took a photo before we graduated, and then when she gave birth to her baby, we went to her place and we were like, here's a gift from us, miss. And she was crying. She was crying again. She was crying like when she was, you know. It's a good story. I really like Miss, and I really just wish she's doing well now. I don't know. I haven't been in contact with her for years, so I don't know what she's doing now. But I just wish she's doing well. You know, I'm doing really well, so gotta thank Miss for that. You know. But yeah, that was with English. I used to also study